Hey guys, it's me, Nintendo Lucas, and welcome back to another video on how to 100% Super Mario Odyssey. Today we are doing part 4. Today I'll show you how to get all of the power moons in the Lake Kingdom. So make sure you watch until the end, just in case you want to see how I get every moon, or if you need help finding a specific moon in this kingdom, down in the description below there will be a timestamp. So yeah, just let's get started, I guess. In order to get Broodals over the lake, you need to just play the game normally. So this is actually the first and only story moon in the Lake Kingdom, and so I'll show you how to get it normally. I'll show you how to get it normally. So usually when I do my color challenges, I would just jump up this wall, but I am going to show you how to get it normally. So you're just going to come over here to launch yourself up. You can grab those coins if you'd like, and then you're going to capture the zipper and unzip the floor. And then you're going to go in here, into this dark pit. Oh, whoops. And then you're going to go forward, and you're just going to keep on going, and then you're going to make a left turn. Ouch. Oh, there we go. And you want to just avoid those guys. And then you're going to capture this Cheep, and then you can get this checkpoint. And then we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna uncapture the Cheep. Then we're gonna go over here and swim up this way. And then you can come over here if you'd like to get this checkpoint, the Water Plaza display window. And then we're going to go out here. And you're just going to swim up here and go into this one right here. So you're going to go out that one, and you're going to come in using this, so once you get to that checkpoint, you're going to go out that thing right there. You're going to come back in using that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around. And then once you hit this P-switch, this door opens. And then you can come up here. There we go. And then and if you hit this P-switch, this wall will actually lower down. So this wall is actually raised in order for the first playthrough, and once you hit this P switch, this will lower, so you can easily get up here from the water. And then you're just gonna come over here and then make your way over to here. And then you can get the Water Plaza Terrace checkpoint, and this is where we enter the battle arena with Rango. So, in order to defeat Rango, he'll throw his hat at you. What you want to do is you want to hit his hat with Cappy, and then it will turn into like one of those little flower things that launch you up in the sky. You're going to jump on that, and you're just going to hover on over to above his head, and then you can hit ZL to ground pound on his head. And that's all you have to do. Then you just have to do it 2 more times, and then you will get a multi-moon. And that's how you get Broodals over the lake. In order to get Dorrie-Back Rider, you can just warp back to this Water Plaza Terrace checkpoint. And because down here, you'll see, where is he? You'll see Dorrie here. He swims around this little part of the Lake Kingdom, and so you should be able to find him easily. He's big and blue. And as you see, well, as you saw, on his back was a power moon, and that's how you get Dorrie-Back Rider. In order to get Cheep Crossing, if you warp to this underwater entrance checkpoint and then swim up, you'll see these Cheeps here with these like little squares. If you go in the top middle one, you will get a power moon. In order to get end of the hidden passage, if you start back at the Odyssey, and since once you've beaten the Broodals, these stairs will actually appear, so you can use them. And then you're going to come up here, and make sure you grab this checkpoint, because you can warp here later on to get some other power moons. And then you're going to use this thing here to boost yourself up to get here. And you can capture the zipper and unzip this wall. As you can see, there's this little entrance here, and then right inside this like little box you can go in. Yeah, because once you get here, you want to make a left, and then inside this box is a power moon. In order to get what's in the box, you want to come back to the Water Plaza Terrace checkpoint, which is right before the checkpoint right before the brutal Rango battle. And if you make your way back over here, if you just want to backtrack, this is where you can hit the P switch. And then you want to use this to get across, or you can just jump across, it doesn't really matter. And if you look, this top crate is actually glowing. And so if we ground pound the crate, a moon will appear. But the moon spawns way over there. And so what you gotta do is you gotta make your way this way. You want to use the flowers to get across. You could just jump up if you want it, but I'm showing you the intended way to do it. Once you get over here, you can just climb up here and get the power moon. In order to get on the Lakeshore, you're going to come back to the Odyssey, and you're going to come over here. Right here, there is a glowing spot. If you ground pound on it, a power moon will appear. In order to get from the broken pillar, you're going to come to the Water Plaza entrance, and you are just going to come this way. Ground pounding on this pillar right here makes a power moon appear. And you get this slow cutscene of the power moon slowly falling to this rock right here. And yeah, that's all you have to do. In order to get treasure in the Spiky Waterway, you want to come back to the Odyssey, and you're just going to go back into the like little maze right here. It's still unzipped from the last time, but that's fine. You might have to zip it again, but unzip it again, but it's fine. So you want to just play the maze out like normal, but once you get to this part right here, instead of making a left, you're going to make a right. And then you're going to swim up this way, and in here is a chest containing a power moon, and that's what you have to do. In order to get late gardening Spiky Passage Seed, you're going to come back to this area right here, to the maze, and you're just going to go in. Now, if you have not gotten this power moon already, I have, so that's why it's not here. But usually, if you haven't gotten it, there is a seed just sitting right here all by itself. So what you're going to do is, now I'm going to show you what you're going to do, what you need to do if I was holding the seed. So you're just going to grab the seed, and you're just going to swim on this way. And then you're going to make a left, so that way you can actually leave the Water Plaza. You could just go right back out if you want it, but that's not necessary. So while still holding the seed, since you're going to be holding the seed, you can't actually grab the Cheep. And so you're just going to keep on going this way. And basically you just want to swim your way to the underwater plaza. whoops. You can't dive, I don't think, while holding the seed, so I didn't mean to do that. And then once you come in here, you're going to make a left and throw the seed into this pot. And after waiting about 30 minutes or so, the seed will grow into a plant, and then it will bloom, and in the plant it will be a power moon. In order to get Lake Kingdom Timer Challenge 1, you want to warp to the courtyard checkpoint, and you're just going to make your way down here to this scarecrow. Throwing Cappy on the scarecrow makes these appear, and you're just going to jump across until you reach the last one. You want to keep ground pounding until you'll see this pink platform, and on the pink platform was a power moon, and then so you just want to grab the power moon, and that's all you have to do to get the the first timer challenge. In order to get Lake Kingdom Timer Challenge 2, you're coming back to the Water Plaza Terrace, and you'll see a scarecrow in the battle arena, so you're going to throw Cappy on it, and what you want to do is ground pound jumps. So basically, if you don't know how to do that, in order to do a ground pound jump, you just have to ground pound, and then right after you ground pound, press B to jump. So it should look like that. And you also want to hold forward while you jump, so that way you can grab the ledge. So I will do it again real quick. Or you could do backflips. Too, if you wanted. So a backflip is you hold ZL and then press B. Either way works. So I can show you how to do both real quick. So a ground pound jump would look like this. And then a backflip would look like this. And so there are different ways you can get the power moon, but those are just some of the two that I find the easiest to do. In order to get moon shards in the lake, we're going to come back to the underwater entrance checkpoint, and we're going to capture a Cheep. And we'll have to find all 5 moon shards in order to get the power moon. So basically, there's one right here on this pillar, right at the entrance. If you go over here, there's one under this thing. If you go down here, there is one in this part right here. If you go up here, in this little dome, you will see a power shard or a moon shard on top, and then you just want to make your way back in here. And then if you look to the right, so just across from that dome, but on the bottom, you'll see these crates. You just want to shake to break the crates. You can shake to kill the enemies as well. And inside that little tunnel is a moon shard. And then we just want to come over here and to grab the power moon. In order to get taking notes, dive, and swim, you want to come back to the Odyssey, and you're just going to come over here. Now, if you look, you can see a note, and you want to grab it like that. And then you just want to use Cappy to get the notes. Now, what you can do is you can throw Cappy at the notes, and then if you're playing with, if you're playing like how I am, with the Joy-Cons detached from the Switch, you can shake Cappy, or press Y to throw Cappy, and then shaking one of the remotes, so like, will allow you to do a home in cap throw, like that, and so the Cappy will home in on the notes. And then once you get all of them, a power moon will spawn right there. In order to get taking notes in the Cliffside, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza Terrace, and you're just going to make your way back over here. So like where we were with the crate moon, what's in the box moon, but instead we're going to come this way, and then come that way, to go into this 2D pipe. Then what you want to do is you want to stand on the platform and grab the note. You're going to stay on the platform to get these notes up above, so don't get those ones on the bottom yet, so you can stay on the platform. And then once you get all of those ones, you can come back and get the ones on the bottom. And that will spawn a moon right above the pipe, just like that. And that's all you have to do to get the second taking notes moon. In order to get lake fishing, you want to come back to the courtyard checkpoint, and you just want to look over here to capture the Lakitu. Now, in order to catch a fish in this game, you have to, basically, you just have to, you want to lower your, in order to get this power moon, you want to lower your, line in front of the biggest fish, and then right when you feel your controller vibrate, or right when the big fish touches the line, you want to quickly press Y and then start shaking your remotes, or rotating the L joystick to reel in the fish and grab the power moon. Now, these moons are pretty difficult to get because it's hard to get the timing down of when you need to press Y to capture the fish. But once you do it, it's pretty simple. One of the main things is trying to get the fish focused on the line. Oh, see, like, I was too early there. But yeah, if I don't get this within the first few times, I'll just let you try and do it on your own. Oh. But yeah, this can be pretty difficult to get the timing down. There we go. But once you catch the fish, you just want to start shaking your controllers, and a big Cheep will come up with a power moon. In order to get I Met a Lake Cheep, if you stay in the courtyard and you just make your way over here, you'll see this mermaid over here on this like little island thing. Right now she says, yeah, fish really are the best. But that's if you've already gotten this moon. But she says how she's like always wanted to meet a fish or a Cheep. And so what you have to do is you want to come down here and grab this fish, and you're just going to come up here, and you're going to put the fish in the water that's in the middle of the island. Once you do that, she'll start talking to the fish, and then she'll give you a power moon. In order to get our secret little room, you want to come to the Water Plaza entrance, and if you look, you'll see like these little columns back here, like not these ones, but like in here. In the first one, if you start from the left, in the first one, you'll see a Cat Peach, and hitting her with Cappy gives you a heart. You'll see some blocks, some question mark blocks over here. You'll see nothing in this one. And in this one, you'll also see nothing, but you can actually wall jump up here to get some coins. But if we go to the one that had nothing, that you can't wall jump up, and you actually go in there, and then make a left, you'll actually go through a door, and in here is a secret room. And after you talk to her, she'll give you a power moon, and then she'll say, let's keep this place our little secret. So yeah, once you find the room, you just have to talk to her, and she'll give you a power moon. In order to get Let's Go Swimming Captain Toad, you just want to come back to the Water Plaza entrance, and you are going to capture this Cheep. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the Cheep and go in here. Then you're just going to start diving down. If you hold Y to dive and press B, the Cheep will swim faster, by the way. So yeah, it's easier with the Cheep. You can do it without the Cheep if you keep ground pounding, but it's easier with the Cheep. And then you just want to uncapture, talk to Captain Toad, and then he'll give you a power moon. In order to get shopping in Lake Lamode, you want to go to the Water Plaza display window checkpoint, and in here over here you'll find the Crazy Cap shop. Once you go in, you want to talk to the girl in yellow, and you can buy a power moon for 100 coins. So like I said, the only thing you need for this power moon is the 100 coins to buy it, but that's all you have to do. In order to get a successful repair job, you're going to come back to the water display window, but you're going to go this way and out here. Whoops. What you're going to do is you're going to come in here and enter the store. And if you look, let's talk to her. She says, I want to fix it. I really do. But it's just so heavy. So what you can do is you can actually capture it. And now we have to try and fix it ourselves. So make sure if you want to fix it, just follow me. I'm going to be doing a lot of random movements, but eventually I will get it. So just make sure you follow me if you want to do it. So as you can see, that's not right. There we go. So if you did exactly what I did, then it won't, as you saw, it didn't take that long to fix it. But just make sure, if you want to do it, make sure you do exactly what I did, and you'll be able to easily get the power moon. In order to get I Feel Underdressed, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza display window checkpoint, and you're going to enter the shop, because you do need to buy an outfit. So you're going to talk to this lady in purple, and you'll see she sells the swim goggles and the swimwear. What you need to do is you need to get enough purple coins to where you can buy that outfit. Now, if you don't have enough, I don't know, I can't remember exactly how many purple coins it is to buy it. I think it's like 15 maybe. But if you don't know how many where any purple coins are, try to find them yourself. The Bowser amiibo helps too. But if you're patient, I will be making a videos on how to find every purple coin in every kingdom, in each kingdom, sorry. And so, or by the time you're watching this video, if that video is already out, go ahead and go watch that video and then come back to this one. But yeah, so you can try and find them on your own, or if you have the Wedding Bowser amiibo, the Mario Odyssey Bowser amiibo, in the wedding outfit, he helps you find purple coins, or just wait for the video, or go watch it if it's already out. But, once you buy the outfit, but for now, I guess, just skip the power moon and come back to it once you buy the outfit, or if you already have it. I'll show you what to do next. So let me get dressed, and I'll show you where you need to go. Once you have your swim outfit, you're going to go and just leave. And then you're going to come over here and talk to this lady by the locked door. She says, if you travel all the way to the Lake Kingdom, you should dress for the occasion. If you want to see the Lock Lady dress up close, you should be in swim clothes. Traveler, you look ready to swim. Please, go inside. And so she'll unlock the door for you. And now all you have to do is throw Cappy onto the top of the Lock Lady dress, and then it will eventually a power moon will come out. In order to get Unzip the Chasm, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza display window, and you're going to leave. If you look over here, you'll see a zipper, so you just want to unzip this part of the wall, and inside, and it will reveal a door. So you're just going to go in the door, and then you're going to go in here, or grab the zipper to unzip it. And as you can see, if we go to our left, there's a locked thing right here. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to make your way over to here. You can unzip this part. You don't actually have to unzip anything if you don't want to, but it's easier if you do. Well. And so then you're going to come over here. Now you're going to unzip this L shape. And if you actually look back here, you can grab some coins. Just as an FYI. And then you can come up here, and you'll see a bunch of little Goombas. First, you want to grab the key. And then you want to capture the zipper. And as you can see, the Goombas just die to the zipper. So if you unzip, this is the chasm, the list, the Power Moon list was talking about. And that's the chasm you unzip. And so now that you have the key, if you just make your way over here, you can grab the Power Moon. In order to get Super Secret Zipper, you're going to stay in the sub area. I left just to restart the sub area, but you don't have to leave. But all you're going to do is you're going to come over here. You do not want to die. That's kind of ideal. And then you're just going to unzip this T again. And then you're going to come over here, and if you throw Cappy this way, some invisible blocks will appear. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make your way up the stairs, grab this zipper, and then this will make this fall down, and another zipper will be here. And as you can see, we'll just be falling until you see that we are on ground. And right here is a Power Moon, and then this pipe makes it to where you can just come back up here. In order to get jump, grab, cling, and climb, you're going to go to the Water Plaza display window, come out here, and you're just going to make your way up here. And what you can do is you can use this to get up. And then you're just going to make your way over here. So here, let's go this way. And then if you hit this, you can see a little door up here. And so we're going to go in, and you'll be greeted with a sub area. So how to complete this sub area is simple. You just want to use the flowers to boost yourself up, and the orange things to cling on to. There we go. So I'll show you how to complete the sub area real quick. So I'm going to do it normally. I'm not going to do any skips for the first time, just so you know how to do it normally. And that is unfortunately not how you do it. I was just trying to be a little quick. But once you get on that third one, you're just going to slide your way down here, and you're going to make your way onto this big orange thing. This will start moving up, and you want to move left and right to avoid the fuzzies. And then you're going to hit this flower. You can go through these rings. You don't have to, but you can. And then you are going to grab the Power Moon. In order to get jump, grab, and climb some more, I'm going to rush it until I get to... Since you already know how to complete the sub area, I'm just going to rush it until I get to the part where the secret moon is. So you don't just play it normally. Just play it as normal until you get to the part where I will stop at. So basically, once you get onto this big part, the big orange moving part, you're going to avoid the fuzzies as normal. But instead of continuing on, you're going to wait until this goes down. As you can see, there's a hidden flower up there. So we're just going to wait until it pushes us up here. Then as you can see, a treasure chest is up here. And inside is a power moon. Now I will be showing you how to get secret path to Lake Lamode. Now this one, the secret path power moons are a bit weird. See, for me, the secret path is in the Seaside Kingdom, but for you, the secret path could be in the Snow Kingdom. It really just depends on if you choose to go to Lake first, or Wooded first, or if you choose to go to Seaside or Snow first. So I'm going to show you where the secret painting entrance to Lake Lamode is for me. If it's in a different spot for you, you might just have to go to another video that has a secret path power moon and follow that one. But for now, I'm just going to show you the one that leads to Lake Lamode for me, and if a different one leads to Lake Lamode for you, then you might have to wait for a future video to come out, or watch a later video. But if you chose to go to Lake Kingdom first, and then on the second fork in the road, if you chose to go to Seaside first, or sorry, Snow first, then the secret path entrance is going to be in Seaside. So I'll see you when I get to Seaside. Alright, now that we're in Seaside, you just want to go this way until you reach this like water thing. And now this is if you've already beaten the game. So you're going to come to this thing, and you're just going to jump inside. And it'll bring you to this part here. And if you go down here is a painting that you want to enter. You can watch the cutscene, but I'm just going to skip it. And then it leads you to the Lake Kingdom. It goes to the viewing balcony of the Lake Kingdom, and there's a chest with a power moon inside. In order to get found with Lake Kingdom art, you're going to come to the courtyard, and you do not want to do that. You're going to just come over here onto the stairs, and here is a power moon. Now this is a artwork. Now this is an spot the difference artwork. Now in order to make the picture or the power moon actually appear, you do want to view the artwork by pressing A real quick, and I will show you the difference here in a second. But first, I'll see you when I get to Cascade Kingdom. So now once you make it to Cascade Kingdom, you're going to look to your left, and if you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dinosaur bones in the row. Now, if you remember at the picture, on the left side there were 5 dinosaur bones, but on the right there were 6, and the 6th one was right here. So if you ground pound about right here, a power moon will spawn. So if you look, there are some blue flowers right here. If you ground pound like right there in those flowers, that is the exact spot the moon will appear. And so that's all you have to do. In order to get taxi flying through Lake Lamode, you want to come back to the Odyssey, and you're going to come over to this pair of binoculars. So you want to look around, and if you look up at the moon and then zoom in, you'll actually see a taxi. So you want to focus the binoculars on the taxi, and then a power moon will You'll get this long cutscene just like the one in Cap Kingdom of this Power Moon falling to the ground. And now you can just climb up the stairs to get the Power Moon. In order to get that trendy pirate look, you need the pirate outfit. So there are actually 4 Power Moons in this kingdom that require outfits. The first one was I Feel Underdressed, where you need the swim outfit to see the Lock Lady dress. And now you need the pirate outfit. And so what you're going to do is, here, I'll show you. If you look, hold on. So if you need to wait till you get to the Seaside Kingdom, I believe. But once you get there, you can use coins to buy the pirate hat and the pirate outfit. So, I don't know how many coins it is, but make sure you get enough coins to buy the pirate outfit. And once you do, if you don't have it yet, just go buy it real quick, and then all you need is regular coins. And so come back once you have it, and once I get dressed in the pirate outfit, I'll show you what you need to do next. Once you buy your new pirate outfit from the yellow shop, you're just going to leave. Then what you're going to do is, if I can get up there, you're going to swim up. You're just going to swim up this way. And you're going to go to these 3 ladies. Now these 3 ladies, they each want, they want to make a new fashion trend, but they don't quite know what to make. So they give you like a description of what they want. And so the middle one wants a pirate outfit, or like a pirate fashion trend. And so that's why you have to buy the pirate outfit, and then once you do that, talk to this lady in the middle, and she'll give you a Power Moon. In order to get Space is in right now. As you can see, I am now wearing the Space outfit, because that is what you need in order to get the Power Moon. So basically, in order to get it, you need to buy the Space outfit, but unlike the pirate outfit, these next 2 the Space outfit and the next outfit you need to buy using purple coins. So in order to get the Space outfit, you have to get enough purple coins from the Moon Kingdom, and then you have to buy it at the purple shop in the Moon Kingdom. Now, just like all of the purple coins, outfits that require purple coins, if you don't know where any purple coins are, you can try looking around for them. Or if you have the Mario Odyssey Bowser amiibo, helps you use find purple coins if you use it. Or I'll be making videos on how to get every purple coin in each kingdom here shortly. So just wait until that video comes out, or if by the time you're watching this, that video is already out, you can go watch it real quick and then come back to this one. But remember, in order to get this Power Moon, you need to get the Space outfit, and to get it, you need to buy it from the Moon Kingdom purple shop using purple coins. So once you get your new Space outfit, you're going to leave the shop, and you're going to go the same way you did for the pirate look. We're going to go this way. But instead of talking to the middle one, you're going to talk to the one on the left. Once you talk to her wearing your new Space outfit, she will give you a Power Moon. In order to get that Old West style, you need the cowboy outfit. However, in order to get the cowboy outfit, just like the Space outfit, you need a bunch of purple coins. But this time, you need to buy them from the Sand Kingdom purple coin shop. So just like this spacesuit and swim outfit, you can use the Bowser amiibo to help you find purple coins in the Sand Kingdom, or you can wait for my purple coin video, Or if by the time you're watching this, that video is already out, go check that one out real quick, and then come back here. But once you have your Old West outfit, or your cowboy outfit, you're going to come back to the... you're just going to leave the shop yet again, and you're going to go the same way you did, you're going to go the same way you did with the other outfits. But this time you're going to talk to the one on the right, and talking to her with your new cowboy outfit, she'll give you a power moon. In order to get Lake Kingdom regular cup, you're going to come to over here, back to the Odyssey, and then you're just going to come over here to this Koopa guy, and he'll mention how he races across the globe, and he'll ask if you want to race with him, and then he'll explain the rules. So basically, you want to beat all 4 Koopas. There will be 5 racers, you, and 4 Koopas. You want to beat all 4 of them in a race to the beacon. The beacon is at the battle arena with Rango. And in the regular cup, it's just 4 different colored Koopas. I believe there's green, red, blue, and purple. So if you have not done the regular cup yet, then those are the colors that will be shown for you. Now, on my screen, you will see a gold Koopa, but don't mind that for now. I'll explain why there's a gold Koopa. But if you have not done the regular cup, then there will be a purple, green, red, and blue. But make sure if you want to win to follow my movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to triple jump up this wall. Whoops. And then you're going to triple jump this way. And then you're going to long jump over here. And then you're going to jump in the water. You want to throw Cappy. So in order to make it up there, you want to throw Cappy. And then when Cappy comes back to you, you want to press the jump button. So that way, Mario will jump out of the water. And then you want to throw Cappy, dive, and bounce off of him. You want to do a wall jump off that small part of the wall. Throw Cappy at the flower. And then you want to try and dive onto the flower. And that will make it to where you can easily beat all of the Koopas. Now, I will be doing the race again later in the video. And for reasons I will explain later. Now I will be showing you how to get Peach in the Lake Kingdom. So, now, just so I can explain, because I got confused on how to get this power moon and all of the Princess Peach power moons. So that way you don't get confused, let me explain, but however, this explanation does have a small spoiler if you've not yet already beaten Mario Odyssey. So, just know you have been warned. But anyway, after you beat the game, you are taken to the Mushroom Kingdom. And there will be a beacon shining in front of the door that leads inside of Peach's castle. And the beacon is shining on a toad, and if you talk to him, he's worried because he mentions how Princess Peach has gone missing again. The reason for this is because Peach hasn't actually been kidnapped or gone missing, but she's just exploring every kingdom in the game. If you do not talk, so you want to make sure to get this power moon, you beat the game, because I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, all of these power moons, except for the story moons, all of the power moons are assuming you've already beaten the game, and activated the moon rock in each kingdom. So yeah, after you beat the game, you do have to talk to Toad in order for Princess Peach to show up in each kingdom. But once you talk to Toad, you can come to the Lake Kingdom, and go to the Water Plaza Terrace checkpoint. And over here, you can talk to Peach, and she will give you a power moon. In order to get Behind the Floodgate, you're going to come back to the Odyssey, and you're going to play the level as normal. Oh, and by the way, this is the start of the Moon Rock Moon, so if you have not already, make sure you hit the Moon Rock. So what you're going to do is you're just going to play the level as normal, and you're going to unzip this. However, instead of continuing on with the maze, you're going to look behind you, and you'll see a power moon behind the floodgate. In order to get high flying leap, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza Terrace checkpoint, and you're just... That was not supposed to happen, but that's actually okay if you jump in the water. Yeah, actually, once you make it to that checkpoint, just jump right into the water. Because what you're going to do is, from the checkpoint up there, you're going to come this way and bounce on this flower. Because if you see over here, there's actually a power moon in the sky. And then so you're just going, and then you can just make your way back. But that's a pretty easy power moon. But that's all you have to do to get it. In order to get deep, deep down, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza entrance, and you're going to just capture a Cheep. Because just like the power we're going to get a power moon that's down here. It's very close to the Captain Toad, and the reason why we're using the Cheep is because it makes it easier to go down here. It makes it you can just get down here while breathing in water, so you don't drown while trying to get down here, because you could accidentally drown if you use the Cheep. But instead, what we're going to do is you're going to look behind you, and you'll just see a power moon chilling out near Captain Toad. In order to get Rooftop of the Water Plaza, you're going to come back to the Water Plaza Terrace, and you're just going to make your way back here. And what you're going to do is, if you come over here, you'll see these columns. And what you want to do is you want to climb up the columns, and if you go on, here, you can also use this column right here to just climb up. And then you want to go on this one, because you'll see a glowing spot, and if you ground pound on it, you'll actually make a power moon appear. In order to get bird traveling over the lake, you're going to come back to the Odyssey, and if you look over there, you'll see a bird. Well, you'll see two birds, but on the shorter column, that bird is glowing. That one right there. And so when you catch the bird, a power moon is going to spawn. So what you want to do is you want to get up here, and you want to long jump onto the bird. It's okay if you miss it. You could use Cappy to get it too. But what we're going to do is, in case you miss the bird, there's actually an easy way to get it. Now, the bird just travels along the small part of the lake, but if you press down on the right joystick, the bird starts to travel back to the column. Oh, wait. Never mind. For some reason, he actually doesn't do that, because there is a power moon. There's a butterfly power moon just like it, but in the Lost Kingdom. And if you go into first-person mode where the butterfly stands, he'll just come back to you. But anyway, that's okay if you miss him. You can try and chase him. I think the best way is if you miss him. There we go. The best way to do it for sure, though, is if you miss him the first time, you can come over here, then he'll fly over this area, and you can just jump up to catch him. But as you can see, I got him while in the air. But yeah, that's all you have to do. It's really simple. In order to get Love by the Lake, you're going to come back to the Odyssey. And if you look over here, you'll see a Lady Goomba, or Goombette. I really do not know her name. It's one of those two. But as you know from previous kingdoms, you need a Goomba to go see her. And so we're going to come over here to the courtyard, and we're just going to capture a Goomba. Now, however, you can't just jump, because as you can see, the Goomba dies when he touches the water. And so if you just jump, that doesn't quite make it. So, ouch. In order to make it to the from here to there, you want to shake your Joy-Con or whichever remote you're using, so that way he jumps higher. So you want to run down the stairs, and you want to shake your Joy-Con while moving to the left in order to make it over here. Let's see if I can do it again. So you just run down, go to the left and shake, so that way you can make it. Then you can shake to get up here. And if you come over here, you'll see the Lady Goomba will see you, and she'll give you a Power Moon. And it's as easy as that. In order to get Lake Kingdom Master Cup, you're going to come back to the Odyssey and come over here to this Koopa. So we are doing this Power Moon, the race again, so I can show you. So if you have not done the regular cup, like I said earlier, then there will be you and 4 Koopas. A red, a blue, a green, and a purple. But after you complete the regular cup and make sure you activate the Moon Rock, the Koopa will now have a Master Cup. And so in the Master Cup, there's still 4 Koopas, but however, there's gold. So let's see real quick. So in the regular cup, it's a red, a green, a blue, and a purple. But in the regular cup, it's a red, a green, blue, and purple. But in the Master Cup, as you see, it's red, blue, green, and gold. So they replaced the purple with the gold. But what you want to do is you want to do the same thing you did earlier and triple jump that way. And you're going to long jump and triple jump this way. Then you're going to long jump this way. Then you're going to come into the water and throw Cappy. And when Cappy comes back to you, jump. Throw Cappy, then dive onto him, and then go up there. And then as you can see, we easily made it to the goal way before any of the Koopas. But yeah, that's how you get the Master Cup. In order to get Waves of Poison hopping over, you're going to... Well, I totally forgot how to show you to get to the sub area. It's right by the Odyssey, so if you go and warp to the Odyssey, then just come this way. There's a moon pipe right here, and you just want to go in. So once you do that, you're just going to make your way over here. Be careful not to stand on these things too long, because as you can see, they sink. But if you capture the frog, they won't sink. So I do recommend using the frog. And you want to just jump from, like, island to island. I don't know what they're called, but we'll call them islands, I guess. Now, you could just press B, but it's much better if you shake the remote by pressing Y. However, you do want to also, you can do a regular jump by pressing B, and you can do a big jump by pressing, by shaking the remote. And you also want to make sure while hopping from those little islands that you pro Y so you go faster, so that way you can run faster and make it from island to island. But yeah, that's how you get the Power Moon. It's that simple. In order to get Waves of Poison hop to it, you're going to stay at the end of the sub area. You don't want to leave yet. And you're going to capture the frog again. And you're just going to make your way over here. Because over to the left of the moon pipe, there is a key. So once you grab the key, you're going to quickly make your way back. And then you can just grab the Power Moon. And that's all you have to do. And that will be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And make sure you like and subscribe. Also, if you didn't know, from the day of recording, I'm recording this, the Nintendo Switch 2 actually came out not too long ago. So make sure, so that way I can get a Switch 2, make sure you subscribe. That way, I can post better content. And I will be able to post, videos on Mario Kart World. I can post videos on my first reactions of the game. And yeah, so just make sure you subscribe so I can get the Switch 2, so you can see more content like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video when I show you how to get Power Moons in the Wooded Kingdom. Goodbye.